On a hot afternoon at a railway station in Delhi, an old man in a tornit kurta and faded dhotis was frying hot crispy kachoris.
Baba, give me two kachoris, please. I'm really hungry. I will pay tomorrow, I promise.
Yes, yes, son. Go ahead and eat. I know you must be hungry.
Oh, Baba, you're so kind. You always give me kachoris without asking for money, even.
Bablu happily takes the kachoris and sits on a bench nearby. Ramlal's often fed pours hungry kids like this. For free, he lived in a small hut near the stations with his wife and he sold kachoris to earn a living.
Baba, please give me one plate of hot kachoris.
Of course, daughter. Just a moment.
As soon as the women take the bites of the kachoris, her tired face lights up.
Wow, after so many years, I have finally tasted real kachoris.
Thank you, daughter.
Slowly, more customers start arriving, and Ramlal gets busy serving times his entire stay passes these ways at night. Just as Ramlal is packing up his horse, Bablus comes running to him with a bag in his hands.
Baba, here is a new kurta for you. I told mom yours was torn, so she stitched one for you from the leftover cloth.
You really care about me, don't you? Thank your mom from me. Okay, I'll go now. See you tomorrow.
The next day, Ramlal comes wearing the kurta stitched by Bablu's mothers, but Bablu's does not show up at the stations that day. 2 3 days pass by, but there is no signs of Bablu's. One night, Ramlal says to his wife,
I don't know why Bablu isn't coming for kachoris these days. I'm really worried. I think I should go check on him. My heart feels uneasy. Something doesn't feel right.
Yes, go see him, otherwise, you'll keep worrying.
Ramlal slowly walks towards Bablu's slums, where he lives in a broken house with his mothers. As Ramlal reaches the corners of the street, he sees a crowd in the middle. There is a bodies brought out for furs. Ramlal's guest stunned.
Oh God, who is this? The old lady was very sick, couldn't get any medicine. She passed away this morning, leaving Bablu all alone. Bablu? His mother is no more?
Hearing this, there fills Ramlal eyes. He walks a few steps forwards. Bablu is sitting beside his mother, crying. As soon as he sees Ramlal, he runs and hugs him tightly.
Baba, mom is gone. She is gone. She left without saying anything. She left me alone, Baba. What will I do now?
Ramlal hugs him with trembling hands and start crying too.
Don't cry, Bablu. Your old grandpa is here, isn't he? Don't cry, my child. Come with me now.
Ramlal brings the weeping Bablu's home to his heart and tells Gumtis feels deep sorrows for Bablu's. She gently pats her head and speaks with love.
Bablu, son, don't cry. This is your home now, and we are your parents.
Bablu's tightly clutches Ramlal's dhotis with his little fingers. From then on, Bablu started living with Ramlal's and Gumtis. In Ramlal's Dani's hut, there is now a small corner just for Bablu's. Every morning, Ramlal's and Bablu's go to the stations together. Ramlal start frying kachoris and Bablu's stands by the courts offering waters to customers and folding newspapers into
Baba,
packets.
look, I packed the kachoris nicely, right?
Well done, my dear. Keep working hard like this, and one day you'll earn a lot.
Whilst Ramlal's and Bablu's were chatting, a woman approaches the card.
Oh, Baba, you are still selling those same hot kachoris.
Yes, daughter. What else can this old man do at this age?
True, Baba. But I think you didn't recognize me. A few days ago, I ate your delicious kachoris.
Oh, yes, daughter. I see so many new faces here every day. And these old eyes don't see too well anymore.
That's okay, Baba. But who is this little boy? Your grandson?
Yes, think of him as my grandson. God gave him to me. He was hungry, helpless. Now he is everything to me.
Yes, my mother passed away, so Baba brought me with him, and now I help him out. And your studies? Studies? You are at an age to study, not to make kachoris, child. But how can I go to school? I have to help Baba, and we don't have enough money to. If you studied, you could have not only changed your life but given your Baba a better life too. How long will he work like this in his old age? I help many kids like you to get free education. Here is my number. Call me if you ever feel like studying.
Shalini gives Bablu's papers with her numbers on it. Every word keeps going in Bablu's mind. He cannot sleep that night. He just keeps on staring at that piece of papers.
Can I really change Amma and Baba's lives?
Bablu gets up from the couch and looks at his Amma's Baba's. He has a few coins in his pockets and quietly leaves the house at midnight. By morning, Ramlal and Gomti search for Bablu's everywhere, but he is nowhere to be found.
Where has this boy gone? He never leaves without telling us.
I have searched everywhere too, but he's nowhere.
Time passes, but Bablu's never returns that day. There is no food at home, and Ramlal does not go out to sell the kachoris. Days turns into years. Ramlal and Gomtis grow even older, but not a single day goes by without them waiting for Bablu's. Two returns, years pass by, and now Ramlal's hands tremble while frying kachoris and his bags gents bent.
Hey, old man, hurry up and give me a hot plate of kachoris. Yes, son. Just give me a minute.
Ramlal serves him is shake his hands, spills the kachoris on the dress of that man's. The rich man gets really angry at him.
What the hell, old man? If you can't move properly, go back on the street. Why are you even here? I am sorry, son. It was a mistake. Please forgive me.
The rich man does not listen and throws all these kachoris on the ground. Ramlal pleads with folded hands.
Please don't do this. I'll give you fresh ones. Please forgive me.
Just then a boy comes and lifts Ramlal up.
Don't you have any manners while talking to elders? Whoa, hero, is he your father or what? Why are you defending him? Yes, he's my grandpa, and you'll apologize to him right now. Don't you ever behave like this with anyone again, or else, understand? Oh, such attitude in a young brat. What will you do? Get lost, you idiot.
The boys take out his ID cards and shows it to the man. The man instantly falls at Ramlal, feet and apologizes and then leaves quietly.
Are you Bablu?
The boys quickly touches Ramlal's feet and hugs him.
Yes, Baba. You recognized me.
Ramlal hugs him tightly and starts crying.
You really are Bablu. My Bablu. You have grown so much and look like a real officer. Yes, Baba. Shalini Didi helped me study, and today I have become a big officer. What? Really? You have become an officer? My Bablu, an officer? If your Amma hears this, she'll go mad with happiness. Where is Amma, Baba? I want to meet her. I have come to take both of you with me.
Bablu take his ammas and babas to the cities with him and started living a happily life with them.